example, without having to join. It would give them a lot of global potential on the map, which is very important if you're up versus Dudley Boyz. You're going to be presenting you with exactly that in the form of their Spirit Breaker, who may or may not have a Lifestealer inside, but we do the Void Spirit instead.
Some other titles and other games if you're not interested in this one, so feel free to go there. Of course, you have to be 18 plus, and we do advise you to bet responsibly and carefully, as Kami was not being careful whatsoever, as he will be surrounded and taken down, and we will of course not be looking at it, as we are a family friendly stream and we do not want any death and destruction here.
No, like, of course the Void Spirit, you're in a melee matchup, that always helps, but I'm especially did not expect this amount of denies as Lays.
Look at that. He can hit him in the tail. Hit him in the tail to slow him down. Yeah, Yuma didn't know he could do it. Extra armor, extra tower armor. Yuma is coming forward. He can't get it. Oh, he needs one more. There it is. Finally, he will be able to finish him off. Took a little bit longer than what he would have hoped, but they got the kill in the end anyway. So Dudley Boyz, they get the third one there on the map, as we're seeing a fight for the flowers. And Spectre, that hero should be a girl, a female, but the Lion doesn't really care, so he takes the flowers for himself.
Yep, and MC has so far been playing this lane basically buried in the creep wave. He'd much rather take a bunch of hits from the enemy creeps than actually leave the creep wave and give the Gyro the opportunity to rocket barrage him. And yeah, once you have double stun, you can set up just like that.
And when I'm playing support, I hate playing versus a offlane Spirit Breaker. The thing is, Gyro wants to isolate the enemy support to the side, but when there's a Spirit Breaker involved, you isolate the line, he gets the stun, and actually there's a charge, so the Spirit Breaker will get there much faster than your carry, and it just makes it a 2 versus 1 on the side all the time. So I think the Gyro, despite the creeps, should probably be in the creep wave and maybe trying to attack the Spirit Breaker, use the homing missile, and that's about it. Every single time you
We'll trade for Klee, but they're making the moves, they're punishing the fact that Dudley makes that move himself, and they've got a good start going for Youngji, who's currently flying in his Midas? That would be very early, wouldn't it? No, with the treads. He had a Midas queued up earlier, though, as Mankas,
they got Kami. Now, till the end, is in trouble. Bash from mind control. Is he that good of a player, Kips? Nope. Youngji, they're going for him. He has to dissimulate in 2 astral steps, so I'm not sure that this move of theirs is really going to be doing anything. Xantic is just being hella annoying. His 9 class does die on the other part of the map. Youngji goes to the other side. Oh, they just wanted to send him away because of the rune, and well, it didn't work out as he got the shield rune.
No.
That is great, though. The Spectre coming over. The silence is there. The Cogs pushing Youngji out, and they're just surrounded. This is 5 hero skips, so it's not looking too good for them. They're just gonna be losing both of them, as Klee, they were ready for this. Mind control coming in a little bit too late.
Yeah, I got the wings for the front wind and the regular for the back wind.
Makes sense. So again, Kami's in trouble, and you know, we're saying mind control and his rotations aren't really getting much done in the mid lane, but every single time you are forcing the Spectre to rotate for a fight, and then he comes back to the bottom lane thinking he's safe, and then they catch him. This is the 3rd time, Kips, that has happened. So those movements into the mid lane, you force out TPs, and then suddenly the Spectre is left all alone.
Where they're constantly making moves through that middle lane.
Oh,
and here comes a revenge.
That's a lot of revenge as well. 9 class will get the hex off, but I never see him getting out of this one alive. They're gonna leave the kill for Kami, and understandably so. He is having a catastrophic game, as Lays is gonna be going for Yuma, who doesn't have the rage, is in a lot of trouble. MC will lead the slow, but Yuma is in a lot of trouble. He needs amazing armlet toggles, and they're not gonna be not even good enough to survive a second longer, as MC will be in the next one on the menu. Youngji finishes him off with an astral step, so pretty big for Klee, though that is a quick succession of 3 kills, 2 of the top net worth heroes. Well, not any longer. It is not a hero that you can really focus on in a huge fight, though.
Not again.
Kami is. He has the ulti. They need to give him vision, though. And no, he's not going to be seeing anything, as he's going to be losing his life at the exact same position. At some point, you know, you said that you weren't superstitious, but he probably should be. As that Mystic Flare, it really did hurt. The Life Stealer is going to be silenced up, and he's going to get destroyed. Nice. The charge, definitely late. So 1J, you'll get a double kill, and to be honest, it's not too bad for Klee overall. Longer nighttime, so that talent of the Spirit Breaker not so great. Nice 4-step there to the side, but he's still caught with the silence. I don't think you're getting out of this one alive. Young G, he uses the illusion rune and gets himself away. The Magnetize will still spread on him, and Xantic is relentless. He won't be able to refresh it again, meaning that the Void Spirit, he will barely die. Now smashing the line into the ground, but that Infest coming out, it will give him the HP necessary to survive. Lays, he's roaring, but you're surrounded by enemies. They're not afraid of you. There will be a homing missile that stops the onslaught a little bit there. But Lays, he doesn't have the mana. He cannot escape this. Maybe I should think again, as he's still surviving. Finally, they're gonna be able to bring the beast down. And again, it looked like Mind Control was charging, but it was once again a kick from Xantic. A huge fight for the Dudley Boyz. Even not having their mid lane tower kips, it didn't make a difference. Till the end, actually, with the cooldown, as now Mind Control comes over, he's gonna be silenced for a second. The Bulldoze coming in handy. They're all coming forward. You're not in a position you want to be in, and both of the sports are gonna be slowed down. As Nether Strike, he dodges the onslaught in the backline. The line has been caught. The Glimmer Cape protecting. We'll see for how long. That is a very big frog that you don't want to get on top of you, and the line does survive. Takes away all of the mana. The buyback from the Clockwork. He's coming over. It will take a long time, but make no mistake, the Primal Beast will fall, as it will be the Mind Control bashing him to death. 3 heroes dead on the side of Klee. They only brought down the Clockwork.
And this
Control, who is he gunning for? It is gonna be 1J, Lion, protected by the Glimmer Cape. He's gonna be fine, turns around and kills his assailant, as till the end will be next on the menu. Now they don't have the dust, but they will wait it out, and he'll be taken out. And Xantic on the other part of the map, though, was taken out, so it's not that bad of a trade. 2 supports for the enemy mid laner.
Start seeing all of the more luxury items come out now for Dudley as well, so moving on towards a Lotus Orb for this Clockwork, who yeah.
9 class is very dead. In control, he's playing with his life. They caught the Earth Spirit as well. He has the BKB, didn't get it off in time at Xantic. He knew the enemies were there. His teammate, he gave his life for that information. He did nothing with it, just used a high BKB charge. And he's gonna be dead as well, as they're trying to find more. Clockwork, he's gonna have another jetpack in 5 seconds and should be able to get himself away, but they found the Spectre, and he's taking so much damage. Yuma, he has the Abyssal Blade, not allowing him to run away. It is very risky now. You put yourself in a very uncomfortable position, especially with Mind Control not having a BKB, but he has the Invis. Now he's just gonna be charging away, waving goodbye, and we come back to those nasty memories, Skip.
They could indeed, but I think they're going to... And look at the way that they're going to change targeting here, because there's several people going for the Hex target, but they have to realize right here, like, he's not dying, and our supports are getting gone on now because we're taking so long dealing with Lace. So instead, they leave him in the cogs, they leave the Clockwork to die, and switch focus over to the much more killable Dream over there. MC sacrifices his entire health pool to be able to pull that off at all, but the result is that nobody actually gets to deal with Yuma over on the side of Klee. So yeah, even if your shot calling is not correct at the start of the fight, as long as you change it around fast enough, you can still win.
I assume.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. It is. As Earth Spirit caught, Spectre now does a lot of damage, being protected by the Lotus Orb and the Force Staff. Here comes the charge into the backlines, and Xantic is still alive. He doesn't use the Magnetize. He stops it in time, but that homing missile, it will hurt him either way. Kami doesn't know who to go for. He's gonna go for Yuma, who is slaughtering till the end. Kami's not doing any damage when they're clumped up together, though then again, the Spectre isn't taking that much damage as well, until he's surrounded by everybody, and the Lion is getting their mana as well. Lays will pop the BKB, but he's stuck in the cogs. He doesn't know where to go, doesn't know what to do. The silence onto Mind Control. He has the BKB, turns around, they break the Spectre in more ways than one, trying to finish him off. They are communicating so well. You have the cheese. Will he even use it? He will, but that just means that they're gonna absolutely demolish him. Not his mother will even know what he looks like now, after he has been punched and hit so many times by the side of Dudley Boyz, who win a fight convincingly versus an Aegis, versus a cheese. They go and you spend it on yourself, so hopefully they're gonna be getting some better items here. As Klee, they definitely need them. We're coming back to those damage issues, as now the poor The poor Skyrath Mage will get caught, and Xantic finishes him off easily. That's 60 seconds on the sidelines, meaning that the last outer tower is gone. Potentially, the whole base, as there is no glyph on Klee.
Yep, and did you see Hakoda's positioning there? He was already ready for the follow-up kill. He knows that anybody he catches is going to be fish food.
Wants to get in there, and 4 versus 5, they might decide to fight. Homing missile will be used on mind control. Pops the BKB.
Oh, it's a beautiful
Pulverize
fight.
it immediately stops. Now the Spectre has been caught bashed as well, trying to run away. He is not moving. He doesn't know what to do. He's a carry. He's gonna have to buy back. They did get a buyback on the Skyrath Mage as well. He just got the gold. Charged through both of them, and the Spectre got into the fight, not being able to do anything. He also has to be very, very careful about what he does. Lays very low. Xantic takes some damage. The Lotus Orb will protect him as they go in again. Kami needs to be very careful as the charge is coming through. That is a hero without a buyback. Lays buys back as well. MC's caught inside of the cost. He got destroyed by his own clockwork. Okay, Hakoda definitely switching sides here. Going on to the other one is they definitely need help now. They're gonna be surrounding the lifestealer. Can Yuma get himself out of this one? Doesn't have the infest. They're thinking about saving his life. He's gonna have it in 7 seconds. He's right next to his teammates. Gonna be using the Manta, but his teammates might be dead as well. He gets silenced by so many things. He's not gonna be speaking. He's not gonna be infesting, and Xantic barely gets himself away. So with multiple buybacks, Klee are still in this game.
Everything from that TP location to the way that he sends his illusions out is... he already knew. 9 class just tries anyway.
He's taking a lot of damage though. 9 class in a lot of trouble there. Lotus Orb will protecting, gets himself away at Xantic. Rolling away, cooldown will not hit anybody because the Dissimulate keeps Young G alive. He does have the BKB that will expire. There's the also, they caught 9 class, but again, the Glimmer Cape is going to be keeping alive a little bit longer. They brought down Young G. He does have a buyback, and the line, they die as well. It's going to be a 5 versus 4 scenario if he does, and he comes back into the fight. Mind Control is sent away there. The Clockwork, Lotus Orb will protect him for a second, and they bring down the homing missile that was returned. Now they're out onto Mind Control, doing so much damage. There's gonna be a refresher as well. Xantic silencing everybody, and let's see now how much damage Yuma can actually do. Turning around onto till the end, doesn't care about the onslaught. He still has the BKB coming forward. The backline, the hook shot was used, but the Clockwork will not be surviving any longer. Lays still caught there by the Magnetize, but really isn't taking any damage from that spell. Still alive, trying to get himself away. You know, you don't want to get next to the lifestealer. That's the hero that will kill you. He does have a buyback. The time has passed ever since he has used his. And Xantic a little bit too deep. He's not the one with the cheese. He's not the one with the Aegis. He's the one that is dead.
The only downside of Dudley's draft is that that is definitely a hard to commit draft, and he committed almost all the way to the fountain.
It is. You go for a roll on the Spectre, you miss because he used the Shadow Step amazingly well, and then suddenly you are you're dead. Though I think Dudley Boyz side, sure, they're still gonna have this. Geez, they're gonna have that Aghanim Scepter on the Lifestealer, but the advantage of the Aegis, it is expiring, so they're gonna try to use it right now. Going on to Lays, they don't want him to use the uproar. They don't want him to have the extra armor. The 4-step though gets into the side. Lays, he is dying, and he's not gonna be able to live. The Spectre does buy back. They forced him to go for it. Now he goes through the Abyssal Blade, trying to finish off Hakoda, but no Desolate, no damage. The call down onto the Clockwork with the Lotus Orb. He will remove the slow. Now Yuma tries to get himself away with the Manta. He'll be able to do so. No more silence for him, as Lays doesn't want to buy back the Nullifier onto till the end, and here comes the charge. Buyback from Lays. Now he wants to fight. Yuma has the BKB going forward. The bash is going to be there, but also will the Pulverize, stopping him in his tracks. In the backlines though, Xantic coming back to the fight. He's going to try to finish them off. Not going to be able to do so, and the Infest onto the Spirit Breaker. Xantic with the BKB again, super deep. They lost the gyro finally, and now they're going to be turning around onto Young G with a couple of bashes. He's dead as well. Does not have a buyback for 2 minutes. He's in so much trouble. Xantic, he has been broken. He's thinking about going in. He doesn't care. He's just spreading the Magnetize. You are all connected together, and you will all die if you continue to fight with us. Kami goes into the throne. He's going to get the Abyssal Blade, trying to get himself into the fountain. He'll be safe, and they can't kill him, or will they be able to? Even inside the fountain, he's close to dying, but he will be able to live. But they did lose their gyro, and that is another dieback. Gives a 5 versus 3 scenario with the Aegis G still being active. This should be it.
Yeah, with the amount of regen over on the side of Dudley, they are still in pretty good shape if you don't keep on laying the damage into them, all of them. We'll just be regenning up. No more glyph. Last Trax goes down. Ad's just zoning, even though he doesn't have any stones to his name right now. There goes the last one.
Oh, it is. They're refreshing fast. He'll go for a roll. Lace has been caught. There's the refresher. Now he has so many stones. He has collected them. Went to a beach and had a really nice time. As now it is a 4 versus 3 scenario. There's no more Aegis. Xanthic is dropping low. Kami trying to finish him off. Though the throne is taking some damage. Kami, he'll need to go back to the fountain. Lays next on the menu. He doesn't have a buyback. He's dead. Kami, while he is healing, his throne, it doesn't have that capability to go to the fountain. Go and fight, Kami, or else the defense of the Ancients, you're not gonna be successful at it. They disconnect from the Skyearth Mage, the pause comes out, but the game 1 is over.
It would be hard for Dudley Boyz to grab enough team fight in one go, but Pangolier is much like the Brewmaster, a team fight in a bottle, so they lay into him. He's gonna have to take what he can get on the Brewmaster while he still has mana.
And Hakoda goes down. Okay, I guess 1J does have some kill potential, but really when we look at it, the last laning phase in the previous game had much more in terms of the ability to kill each other than in this game. Yeah, pretty amazing there. He just gets the mana from Laze, and then actually they have the blood grenade. Laze is standing his ground. He's like, I'm not gonna run, I'm gonna fight until the very end. And well, in the end he was winning at some point there, but another nether blast made sure that he was gonna be the one to die, and the creeps really coming in handy. While 9 class is gonna be rotating to the mid lane. They need to secure the power rune for the Pango, as his lane is already going, well, not as he would have wanted it.
Man, there's some raindrops waiting for him as well. Ayuma cannot press the R. He's gonna get some help instead, but unfortunately 1J also shows up. Like, that doesn't help you, Hakoda.
Actually, they're going for the oh, he got the sticks off, and he got the healing lotus off. Now Yuma, you're very much dead. Lace is the one who gets the kill, and Yuma will be taken down. They thought they had him, but the Lion, he used the stun first, then the Hex. We didn't see the stun on the screen, and I thought he had another lockdown there. The second that the sticks and the healing lotus were used, it was over.
Yep, that could have gone a little smoother, but they felt a little pressed about it as well, right? Yuma is very annoyed that people already showed up and that this took longer than he wanted, and yet there you see it. Laze gets the stick off. Never supposed to happen, and they have to pay for it with their lives. As Young G,
easy step away. So the only thing they can steal is a big camp, which is
not immortal, and you have to wonder if Kami has learned from his previous experience. Roll comes in already. Triant's just tanking the gank for him.
He has too much. He has too much HP. You have to run. He's just baiting. 9 class will be taking a lot of damage. Hakoda also running away. Has the shield rune to protect him, but 9 class is already dead, so it's a 1-for-1. As Laze coming forward, he'll get the tornado up in the air. So that's looking like a very dead Pugna brought to the ground. Actually, Morphle, he made a mistake! Oh, he started actually shifting to agility, and now that's gonna be a disaster for him. At least they will punish mind control, but that's such a nice turnaround. We've seen it in the previous game as well. When Kami gets caught, his team is doing so well, but he's not gonna be doing good at all. Maybe he should have given himself the speech. As what Pango is just sending 3 of their heroes away.
Yeah, well, since the Pango just got his defusal delivered, I think that is the correct decision, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, like the
Alright, mind control is I see that again. Yeah, nice overgrowth. That is huge. That's gonna be Pugna that as well. He does have the Glimmer Cape, Dust immediately used, so he's gonna be taken down as Xanthic. This Rolling Thunder is just to get himself away.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is though that Dudley Boyz, with that more careful approach, not as gung-ho about it, are giving Klee some serious space to farm, and that is a Radiance finished on this Brewmaster, who has he used the Primal Split yet?
Found the Void Spirit. There's gonna be a follow-up stun, getting rid of his mana. There's another follow-up stun, and the ult is being used, so he's gone. And this is what they have been doing for the entirety of the series, but now they're both ignited with a Cinder Brew. You shouldn't be drinking on the job, as the split will come out this time around, but they've already lost the line. Mind control though, turning around with the charge. He has the bulldoze still trying to get away, but that homing missile is coming forward. That's something that you're gonna have to deal with. No, you won't, because you have the Butler behind you, and MC will be fine. Kami also puts himself in a very uncomfortable position. Now they're turning around on him, and there's so many heroes that can take care of your mana. He gets the stun off Zantic. He can't continue burning his mana immediately, but now it's gonna be completely gone. The help is coming, Kami. We will keep you alive, and they will. Look at Lays just going hand there without the split. He's still super strong, but of course Dakota will be keeping his teammates alive. Where are the Bash's mind control? Show us how you play this hero. And he's
realized that.
We need more screens here, as Klee are dying on 2, right? So we need a third one as well, Kips, to see what's going on. But his item choice, I don't think the Diffusal Blade would have been that good as Lays. Gonna be caught. They have the follow-up Hex as well. You're not getting out of that stun.
Absolutely not. And once again, a lot of these fights are being decided by support positioning, right? The first good fights of Klee were all the Treant Protector's positioning, and now the way that 9 class and Hakoda enable their cores is another charge on bot. No, we couldn't get that. Okay, back to mid.
They got till the end. The thing is that they're not hesitating here on the Dudley Boyz. Look at that Klee. They have 2 buybacks. They want to come from the side. The cooldown was already used. Now they know that something is up. 1J, they have just found him. They don't care. The buybacks are coming through and nobody really cares about it. They're gonna stop the charge from the Morphling. They have the axe as well, but the Bulldoze will make sure that he doesn't stay in that for too long. That's 2, 3 buybacks. And the thing is, you can't even get a single kill. It's Zantic though, he gets stuck. He's in a lot of trouble. The Overgrowth will connect on him, but the charge from Mind Control through all of them, and they're gonna be turning it around. There's gonna be a charge on all of them as well, showing you how he's done. Kami can do some damage as well. They're gonna be bringing down a Zantic. That's a double kill for him. Yuma turns around. There's the bash, turning around. It is gonna be also a huge mana void getting the kill. Can he do it all on his lonesome versus these 2 heroes? It's better to run away for now. Thinking about turning it around, but Lays is very powerful. You need to be super careful. Misses from one side, misses from the other, and Yuma gets himself away for now. Looking at a big fight, the scan was used as Klee running in. They brought down the Pugna. Hakoda not gonna be coming in. That's a nice stun from the high ground. But Kami, he has turned into the Spirit Breaker, so the Bulldoze will be there. 9 class looks like he's in a ton of trouble. The homing missile is coming over. He is definitely gonna be taken down. Kami doing so much damage. There's gonna be a buyback immediately. They want to defend this Roche.
They're all gonna come through the portal at the exact same time, which means that got him.
They were ready. 1J taking a lot of damage. That's gonna be a very dead gyro. Now there's gonna be an Overgrowth. The anti-mage has been caught. He's taking so much damage. Yuma is gone. 826 golds into the pockets of the Treant. Now that Shield Crash did give him a lot of HP to work with. The Zantic has a Lotus Orb to protect himself, but either way, they're just throwing out stuns, and in the end, they're gonna be throwing out the damage. The Morphling shoots him down. Big fight yet again. 9 class, oh, he jumps in a position where they don't know where he is. They don't see him going for the stun, thinking he can steal something, but in the end, he's just gonna be giving another kill to the enemies. Nice attempted play, not good enough.
Can't believe that a free item is better than a force staff.
Yuma jumping in. They found 1J who does have a buyback. The Overgrowth will be quite nice. He's not using the Manta just yet. They caught the Pango. That is huge, and he's going to be taken down. Does have a buyback. And now Anti-Mage going again onto the Gyro. Wants to bring him down as Mind Control did get low, but Yuma is going to be turning around. They're going to be finishing off the Void Spirit without a buyback. Now the Cyclone will be used, but it actually gets returned by the Anti-Mage, so he's not going to be the one taken in the air. Now has the Lincolns given to him by the Spirit Breaker, and we're gonna have a pause. There's a lag. First, he's gonna be finding. He's going to the side, cutting the wave, showing his MKB. He's down onto the high ground, thinking about jumping in. Young G has been caught. There's the charge as well. He's dead. Doesn't have a buyback. That is so huge. The Overgrowth will be nice. Anti-Mage doesn't have the Manta, but they're keeping Kami at bay, so nobody can do the damage to Yuma, as he'll be fine. Blinks away and thinking about re-engaging. He's gonna have his ulti in no time.
And that BKB being down is actually huge. Kami has been using that to play up so far in front, and now, yeah, he had to start very far back.
That's a nice charge from Kami, but it does get stopped. Yuma is dropping low. Has to be careful. He doesn't care. Just stands his ground and fights Kami without any mana. He cannot move. Not 1 inch, and that should be it, Kips. Without the Morphling for 90 seconds, nobody can challenge Yuma. And there's going to be the Pugna just giving him his life back. Yuma jumping in for more. He does want to slaughter all of them for now. Won't be able to do so.
As they're reining the Bloodthirst a little bit, and yet, just like that, it's really just all about the fact that they're in the base. They get to take down that BKB of Kami without any repercussions, and they have other ways to make plays, whereas Klee needs Kami.
I definitely do. But they're buying some time with this buyback on the Brewmaster. Maybe. No, he can't do it. If he comes close, he's just gonna get hexed up and die. So they're waiting for the Void Spirit. The question is, will they have your base? They have the glyph, so 7 seconds will be bought. The Gyro, though, will not be a part of the fight, as there's the Void Spirit, but it's a 2 versus 5 scenario. The Pugna is kind of low. They caught the line. That is a huge kill to get, as the stuns are really annoying, but they found Young G. Has to go for the Dissimulate. Will be alive for now. Astral step to the base. Again, we're looking at the same thing, Kips, as your throne is completely exposed. You need to save it. The living armor will be there to help you a little bit, but Yuma is focusing on it, and he has so many stats. Roll up from Xanthi, keeping alive. There is going to be an overgrowth, slowing them down. Young G still alive. Not for long. Yuma says your life ends now, as he gets a triple kill 12 seconds before the Morphling comes back. And this series, it is over, as Klee will drop to the lower bracket.